Welcome back to the I3O Podcast. This is episode 5. We are recording not live from our offices in Townsville City. This is going great.
It's going beautifully.
We are currently hostages on a pirate ship in a playground.
That's located in the alleyway street.
True. Our offices on a pirate ship where we're held hostage.
If anyone wants to rescue us?
Anyone wants to rescue us, please send stuff to our P.O. box. Anyways,
which
today's
we don't
topics.
have. Don't send anything.
No, we'll come up with a P.O. with a very real and not fake P.O. box.
Yes, we will. I'm sure we will.
Anyways, this week's podcast. What are we discussing?
We shall discuss sandwiches.
I completely agree.
And sandwiches that have cream inside them as well.
True. Okay.
True.
Okay. So, I think you should start. Discuss sandwiches.
Salmon and avocado sandwiches. Now, all I'm saying is that before the sandwich, my mind was completely different. Like, I thought avocado on sandwiches is a terrible idea. I thought it tastes bad. But after today, in fact 20 minutes ago, I ate absolutely slapping salmon and avocado sandwiches. And now my mind has been completely changed.
Not just one, not just two, three salmon and avocado sandwiches.
Salmon and avocado sandwiches. And they were so good.
I bet they were. Now, what about them made them good? What would you say was better, the avocado or the salmon?
I think this is why I now am a fan of avocado on sandwiches, and it is that the combination of these two, the fuse of these two made a beautiful taste.
It's more than the sum of its parts.
It's more than the sum of its parts.
I see.
It's like if you had 2 plus 2, but instead of 4, it equals 5.
That is a great analogy. Thank you.
And the bread wasn't really that important, I'd say. It's the insides of the sandwich that are the most important.
No, but I disagree. I think bread is pretty important. You
see, here's the thing. I would agree normally. However, after these salmon and avocado sandwiches, I will tell you, even if the bread was bad, the sandwich would still slap.
Okay, but get this. I'm not saying it can't slap without, good bread. What I'm saying is that even if it slaps, it would slap harder with good bread.
I completely agree. However, the bread must be a good combination with the ingredients. For example, you can't have white bread with what white bread tastes bad with?
Honestly, I think it's just so basic it would taste okay with everything.
Okay, but you can't have brown bread with, for example, jam.
Fair.
That's not edible.
We gotta use the technical jargon here.
And for example, knäckebrød.
Yeah. That's a good
Norwegian
example.
one, right? You also wouldn't really eat it with jam. You can, but it's better to just put cheese on it.
Yeah, I know Norwegians that do it, but I think it's just kind of meh.
Exactly.
Wait, here's the thing. Knäckebrød and other breads are crack.
Right.
Would you actually and by the way, knäckebrød is sort of it's sort of like a cracker bread. It's usually sold in rectangles. It looks like cardboard, tastes like cardboard.
Dry.
Yeah.
And it will cut up your entire mouth.
Norwegians love it.
Normal people don't.
Yeah. Would you say, would you bite knäckebrød? Because I've seen Norwegians do it. They put something on it and then they bite it. I think that's weird.
Well, what would you do if not bite it?
I don't like eating.
Would you swallow it?
No, break pieces of it and eat it.
Oh,
I personally am not a fan of putting stuff on top of it and biting it. It hurts my mouth. Because you bite in, right? But if you bite at the wrong angle, the thing cracks and it cuts your mouth.
No, that's interesting. I've actually never tried to snap it. Maybe that's why all my mouth is always always bleeding after I eat them. I'm not even kidding.
God, here's the thing. Every time I go to Spain, right, and we eat bread there because you eat bread with basically every meal.
Bro, when I was in Spain,
you tear pieces. You don't bite the bread.
Yeah, exactly. When I was in Spain last year, what was it? I mean, not last year.
This year.
This
summer.
This summer. And we were eating like bread with alioli and olives, right?
Yeah, classic.
You always take the bread and you
you never bite
and
the
then
bread.
you put it in the alioli and you...
Yeah, exactly. It's like, if you get a piece of bread next
Side note, by the way, that shit slapped. That was so good. It was like one of the best meals.
I'll have to edit you cursing out. But yeah, that's
Just
great.
bleep it.
Like, the thing about bread is so good. Like, tell me one thing you can't use, like one thing bread doesn't complement. Soup? It complements
It
soup.
complements soup, that's right. I found you one. If you eat steak.
Yes, but I don't think so. Because you have like the leftover thing of the steak. Like you have the liquid on the plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever tried dipping bread in it?
I've never tried
It tastes fantastic.
Did you try it?
Yeah. We do it all the time.
So you ate like bread with blood, basically.
Yeah,
it's
but
not really
not
blood,
just
but it's
blood.
like
When you make
the
it,
juices.
when you make it, it's like the blood, and it has like salt left over, and it has some of the flavor left over. It
Really?
tastes. You have to try that next time you make steak. Try
Next
it,
time I
because
make
it's
steak, I'm
so
gonna
good.
try it.
It is so good. It absolutely slaps.
Okay, never mind. Bread with chicken works.
Bread with pasta. I think that might be.
Yeah, there we go. Bread with pasta does not work.
Maybe you can put croutons in the pasta, but that's kind of weird.
Ooh, croutons? I don't know. I think that would be a bad combination.
Yeah.
Some psychopaths definitely do it, but...
Bread with pasta. Oh, when I was in Poland a few years ago.
Were you in Poland?
I was in Poland. I was in Krakow.
Oh, right. I think you told me.
When I was in Krakow, right, I went to this traditional Polish restaurant, and they served me like, it was sort of like a pot, but the pot was made out of bread, and inside of it had stuff.
Wait. The pot was made out of bread.
It was sort of like a bowl made out of bread,
Right. Yeah.
and it had like stuff inside. It had like, I think it was like beetroot or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Do you know? I might not be explaining it very well.
No, here's the thing. As a Polander myself. Polander, right?
A Polander.
I have never heard of a dish that involves a bread bowl. Or
Like
whatever
imagine,
it is.
like the bread was like this.
Yeah.
Right? It was like this, and then it sort of had like a bread lid sort of thing. It wasn't like a proper bowl.
Are you sure it wasn't just like borscht?
Barsh? I don't know what that is. Can you find me a picture?
Borscht is like red. It's like beetroot soup, basically.
No, it wasn't. It
So-
wasn't that.
So it was.
I said beetroot's an example. I don't think that was the right
So it was.
vegetable.
So it
or
was
root.
bread and then vegetables inside of it.
Yeah, it was stuff. There was stuff inside, like vegetables. I don't remember exactly, but it was so
Oh, did it
good.
have mayo?
It might.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. If it had mayo and a lot of like orange and yellowish sort
It
of
might have.
vegetables.
Yeah.
Right?
It was inside bread.
Okay. If it had orange and yellowish vegetables, then that means it was what's it called? You know when you have like some basically after dinner kind of like a little, aftertaste. Like it's usually cold and it's usually with some kind of cream or something. Like for example, the cucumbers with cream. You know this?
No.
Or like the dry.
Like leftovers.
No, not leftovers. Or like the dry. What's it called? God damn it! Lettuce, dry lettuce, right?
Sure.
Right, like dry
Okay.
lettuce afterwards with like stuff on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that thing in Poland. Just they added the bread, and I don't know why they added the bread. I've never seen anyone eat it with the bread.
It might have. I'm not sure it had mayo.
Do you
It might
remember the
have.
name of the dish by any chance?
I don't remember a single
If
Polish
it
word.
didn't have mayo, then it definitely isn't it because we put so much mayo in that.
I'm not sure it didn't taste like mayo, I don't think.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'll see. I'll ask my father. We can get back to this next
We
next
need
week.
to get back. We need to dig deeper.
I will ask my father. I will do some research and I will try to find the name of the dish. But it was so good.
Oh, okay.
And the bread was such a great part of it because it had the things inside,
Uh-huh.
right? So once you had eaten what's inside, you could start eating the bread, or you
Uh-huh.
could eat it at the same time. But the bread had like the things inside are sort of soaked a little bit into the
Right,
bread, so
right.
the bread had the flavor, and it was
Interesting.
fantastic. I would 100% eat again.
You should eat it. You should make it actually. You should make it for Mato Helse.
Matok Helse, yes. Our wonderful Norwegian public school cooking classes.
Which I almost failed.
Yeah, which I almost didn't fail. It is what it is. I almost failed the cooking part. I didn't fail the Helse part.
Oh wait, you guys said Helse part?
Yeah, we talked about like nutrients and we talked about balance. A balanced like kosthåll.
We had one class about balanced diet, right?
Yeah.
One class, and it was like, I don't know, maybe 40-minute class. And after that, zero health. It was all just cooking.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have as much health as we did like the math section. It was mostly like we had a few sessions, and then we had like 2 tests in health and 2 tests.
Wait,
in
you
math.
guys had tests in Mato Helse?
Yeah.
Bro, what?
We had cooking like assessments. Like one of them was I had to make like it wasn't rundstykker. It was skoleboller. You know what it is? Skoleboller.
Yeah, I know.
The vanilla creme inside.
Yeah.
We had to make those, and they were like assessing us. They were not gonna help us. We each had to make our own, and like if we messed up, and they were going to write that down, and they were going to grade us on it.
Bro, your school is like significantly harder than mine. We had 0 assessment in Mato Helse.
Bro, we had a ton.
Bro, what?
Then how did you get a grade in Mato Helse?
Because it was just your involvement.
Oh, like your
Contributions to the group.
Continuous contribution. We had that as well.
No, not continuous contribution. Like, we didn't know what we were graded on. What they said is...
It's like how you did in class.
No, not even that. What they said is, if I see that you're helping your group cook a meal, I give you a good grade. That was it.
Cook a meal? Oh no.
Yeah.
That's cannibalism.
Oh.
Don't eat a meal.
Don't eat a meal?
A meal?
Oh, no, not a
Not
meal.
a meal.
Oh, no.
But we might have to relocate inside.
We will relocate inside, in fact.
We will leave our offices in Townsville City.
Time for an ad break.
Are you a bread consumer?
Yes.
Do you consume bread?
Yes.
Is bread something you eat?
Yes.
Well, this ad is for you. We would like to welcome everybody to visit the bread factory in Townsville City and to inspect our human rights violations.
Indeed. Go to the website breadtownsvillecity.no to find out more about the bread factory.
We promise we follow the law. You can't trust us in any way, but I promise we follow the law. Anyway, we shall see you in our very specifically designated rooms that you're allowed to inspect, and not the basement.
Which is only one.
There's only one basement,
There's
and
only
you're
one
only
basement.
allowed to see one room, and you must be accompanied by our officials at all times.
This video is definitely not sponsored.
This video is not sponsored, and we did not spend a while talking about how important eating bread was and how
No.
great it is, just so that you would consume bread and not question the unethical practices of the bread factory.
Completely unbiased. That's breadtownsvillecity.no.
And now that we're back from our ad break, that in no way implies that we are biased on our positions about bread.
Of course.
What were we talking
Continue
about?
discussing Mato Helse.
Yes, we had to make like skoleboller. And we got grade on, and then we also had grades on like tests on Google Schema, and we had to, and it was also like kosthåll and näringsinnehåll and stuff like that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we had tons of
That
stuff.
makes no sense. Bro, we had Mato Helse for half a year, right?
Yeah.
In 10th grade. And half a year in 9th grade. And like some 6th grade stuff as well.
Wait, 10th grade.
Yeah.
What? I only had in 9th grade. Well, I had in 6th
Oh,
grade.
actually, never mind. Maybe we only had it in 9th grade.
I had in 6th grade, and then I had in 9th
But
grade.
the thing is, we didn't get any assignments.
Really?
No assignments,
That's
no
so
grades,
bad.
no nothing. Like, all you had to do was every time we had a Mato Helse class, the teacher would just go in and like, oh, okay, let me just choose some random thing over here, you know? He would pick a meal, he'd go like, just do this.
Pick a meal.
Yeah, just do this. And then the fridge is over there. If you guys don't have anything, just tell me we're going to go buy.
Oh.
And sometimes the entire class was just us going down to like Euchre, right?
Yeah.
And just buying ingredients.
That sounds about as half-assed as everything else in your school.
Bro, it was like we did absolutely nothing, and that's why I didn't care at all, right? So because of my involvement, I got a 2.
Oh boy. We got like graded. And it was well prepared. Like we would go there. We would have the recipes would be laid out on the table. The ingredients would also be laid out on the table. We were split already into groups from before, and they were like, "This is the recipe. These are your ingredients. Any like thing that was kind of difficult to do, she would go through, and then we have to do it." Why am I hearing noises down here in the basement?
Because there's an elevator. I didn't know we had an elevator.
I don't think we can use it. I don't think. Oh, it says heiß, max das, nothing kilogram. We're not allowed to use it.
0 kilogram.
We're recording. If you want to join in, we're talking about maco pizza.
And bread.
But this is going on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I don't want to edit too much, so anything you say is staying in. Unless you really want
Martina,
to.
what are your opinions on bread?
I think, personally, plain white bread with like a crispy, like what's it called, crust, like with a bit of
Of course you like plain white.
with a bit of burnt flour. It's like the best bread.
True. However, what is something that's bad in combination with bread? Name me one thing.
I think the Norwegian thing of like the mackerels, like the the tube paste that's like from fish.
Mackerel?
Yeah.
No, but no. We're not talking here. We're not talking about it tasting bad. We're saying it's a bad combination. Because it's not a bad combination. It's a natural combination. You have a mackerel.
Yeah, that is true.
Which is like a shredded fish egg sort of thing. It's weird. But you put that on the bread. It's not a bad combination. It's a natural combination.
Any semi liquidy solid thing like that.
Yeah.
It goes
Like
well, but
that it's disgusting is a whole different.
But avocado is also a liquidy solid thing. Would you put it on your
No.
bread? Why not?
No. But is it a bad mix?
it's
I would
don't
agree
like
with you.
I don't like it, but if we go along with the thing all things of that consistency go on bread, then yes, it can go on bread. But I don't like it.
Here's the thing. We talked about pasta, and you're Italian.
Pasta doesn't go on bread.
Exactly.
Yes, okay.
Pasta,
so
no, but it doesn't have to go on the bread. It's just like you can eat it in combination with bread. For example, we're talking about soup. You can eat soup. Like you can have soup in combination with bread.
You
That
can eat
works.
steak with combination with bread. Apparently.
Yeah.
I mean,
of course.
you just slap 2 burger buns and
No, or
No,
even
no.
no. We're not talking about like putting things inside. Like for example, if you have soup, you can dip the thing in the soup. Or if you have
You dip
steak,
bread
once
in
you
the
finish the
steak.
steak, you can dip you can dip the bread in like the oil and like things left over, and that tastes great.
True. I don't know, but I'm gonna try it.
Just trust me. I'm a believable guy. But pasta, I can't think of any way in which it would fit with pasta.
You eat when you eat bread.
You know what?
and
I
pasta-
think I found out what's the secret issue over here. Rice also doesn't go on bread, right? Now, what is it? Rice and bread, both carbs.
Carbs and
Bread
carbs.
does not go with carbs.
Okay.
Definition of bad bread right here.
Can we find a counter example?
You saw.
Can we find a counter?
I will go play
Can.
outside.
Let us think. Eggs, is eggs carb? No.
No, I say fruit. I think.
Yeah.
I'm not. I did well in mato pesa, but not well enough to know anything.
Cheese, what is cheese?
Cheese is like fats, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it
Is it? No, it's like milk. Whatever milk is.
is. But milk is fat.
So I guess.
Mostly.
I mean, it's obviously gonna be more than one thing, but
Yeah.
for the purpose of, we're trying to find something like that.
Is broccoli carbs?
What?
No, it's just fiber, right?
Okay, here's the thing. I think what we're really touching on is the fact that grains just don't go together. Like, bread is made of wheat, usually, flour. And that just doesn't combine with, like,
No,
other...
okay, but
Wait. Bread is made of the same... Because you make pasta with wheat as well, like flour, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you make it out of wheat.
I'm not a pastologist.
Okay, I think wheat products just don't go with each other.
Yeah, but rice also doesn't go with bread.
Yeah, I think maybe grains just don't go.
Like think of any common carb, like any ricey sort of thing, like I don't know, couscous, I don't know, anything, right? Think of it and then try to put it on bread. It doesn't go on bread.
Exactly, but they don't go with each other either. Because I can't like imagine eating pasta with couscous or pasta with rice.
I can't imagine doing
Or
that.
like rice with couscous. That just doesn't.
But Andreas did it. Andreas put rice in pasta bolognese.
No, wait. Okay. Here's the thing. I think it is, but that's a different thing, right? Because it went with the sauce.
Yeah, but
Because it's but I feel that's a different situation. Because obviously.
okay, but if you have a tomato soup,
yeah,
then you either eat it with rice or pasta. You don't put both.
I think you could put both.
You really think so?
I really think so. I think if there's a sauce, it kind of like changes the situation.
No, but that would mean that if a bread has like butter on it, you can put pasta on it.
Maybe not pasta. No, but butter isn't a sauce. But if it has like
Yeah,
a sort
but-
of sauce, and the sauce has rice from before, I think you could put it. Because there's like, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a sauce that has like beans and rice on it.
Ooh.
No. It actually tastes really, really good. And you
There
put
is
it like.
no way that tastes good.
It does.
Is it a Spanish thing?
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't know if it's a Spanish thing.
Of course it
No,
is.
don't judge it until you try it. I'll see if I can find the picture and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
And when we go to Spain, we're going to eat that. I'm going to take you to a meat place.
Go to Spain.
When you go to Spain with me, you're going to eat that. There's
When
this
are we
restaurant
hitting
in Spain.
Spain together?
That's a great question. I have no idea. I don't even know when I think I'm hitting Spain in Christmas.
But I digress.
Yeah.
Let us go back.
Yes. Let us return to the point. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, bread. There's
Bread
bread don't go with.
And carbs.
Fair. I think bread.
Avocado isn't carbs, right?
No, I think that's fats.
No, but it's also protein, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's a very fatty fruit.
It is a very fat. Is it a fruit? I thought it was a vegetable.
It has a seed.
Does every fruit need a seed?
No, but I think vegetables don't have seeds.
What do you mean?
I think, tomato might be like the weird exception. I've heard
Cucumber. What about cucumber?
Cucumber isn't a vegetable, I'm pretty sure.
What do you mean? I always was taught that was a vegetable.
I don't know. We can look it up later. We're really showing off
For next podcast, we need to talk about what is considered a vegetable and what is considered a fruit.
That's actually a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that. Or if we bring in a certain guest, we can move that onto the top.
So is it not simply the seed of a fruit?
What?
You know nuts, right?
Yeah.
They don't have seeds inside of them because they are the seeds.
No, but here's nuts. Here's the thing about nuts. In Spanish, nuts are frutos secos, which are like dried fruits.
Exactly, so it is fruit.
I think you could consider them fruits. I don't know. I'm not a...
Nutologist.
Yeah, I haven't... not a professional, fooder.
Fooder.
No, they have it, right?
They do, it's a dietitian called.
Yeah.
Or a gastronomist, actually.
Gastrologist? I think that's
just people that work
with, the stomach.
Is it not gastronomist?
No, I think it's just people that work with the stomach.
No,
It's
but
like a
gastrologist would be like work with stomach, but gastronomist, wouldn't that be food?
I don't know.
I think that would be food. The food person.
The food person.
The food person.
The thing is, right, what I'm saying. I can't wait for all those bounces instead of the recording. I hope they can hear me well. I hope the echo is good.
Yeah, I hope that too.
Oh yeah, where were we? Madame Filsen, I think.
Yes.
Madame Filsen. Yes, ours was not shawarma. It was the exact opposite of shawarma.
Wait, what do you mean, where were we? But so we changed it to bread.
Oh, true.
Bread is No, I think we are getting too distracted.
Yeah, but I think we got ourselves distracted there.
We should divide it in two parts.
You know what? I agree. And
Which is
we'll
why-
come back next time
We will.
We will return next time with answers. Or not.
Or
Probably
not.
not. We will do very little research. And then we will do this
almost
again.
definitely not.
Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Share, like, I guess. Do whatever. And we'll see you next time.